So these guys are a bit kind of like an ankylosaur. Just doesn't quite seem to have quite as much bony protection, but yeah, they're pretty cool looking. I like it. Super Raptor here, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. So last time we started Claire's Sanctuary, and now we got to prepare this park for the dinosaurs coming in. So one of the first things we were going to do is we got to get an idea of how big this island is. Alright, so it's a pretty nice size. So I think the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we just need to go ahead and start getting ourselves a path stuck out here, because we're going to need to start making some exhibits as soon as possible, because we've got to make at least 3, because we've got the giant herbivores and 3 carnivores. So we can stick one of those carnivores in there with one of the giant herbivores for the time being. So we need to go ahead and get that up and going. So let's go ahead and see about getting ourselves a viewing gallery in. Let's see here. Probably want to make it for the giant herbivores over here. So I think we're gonna slap one of those down there. And let's see, are we able to build a creation slab? Yeah, we are. Okay, so I think we're also going to go ahead and get one of these stuck in here. I don't know, maybe like right here in that area. We'll worry about getting the power and everything set up a little bit later. Because that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's not really the main priority. But I probably do like I did before, maybe make like a small little section here, so that way we can just release dinosaurs safely, even though there are carnivores running around. And I'm going to go ahead and put another one of these down. Let's see, what's this look like, right? Alright, so maybe around here. That could be good. And this will be just our big, giant herbivore, cage area. Wait, what? Building constraints? What's in the way? Is that? Oh. Individual trees. Right, I forgot they actually put something like that in the game. Alright, yeah. Well, we want to get this over a little bit. Make sure that we can take full advantage of that viewing gallery. There we go. Okay. And you know what? Maybe we'll just make it long, and we'll see about trying to get like another viewing gallery or something like that up there. Because I think we can probably do that. We'll just run it all the way around. Now, as for this part, well, not much point. We're just going to run it all the way back. There we go. Actually, I already lost track where my fence was. Okay, there we go. Not far off. Okay, got it. Yep. Right there. Yep. And there we go. Is that right? That looks good. We just got to get in a thing down here and a gate, and we should be good to go. From there, cut it on back. There we go. And over here.
The first dinosaurs are almost here. Let's make sure they find a way to their new homes.
Let's see, we got the Albertosaurus. You know what? Screw it. Just go ahead and transport it in. We'll have this taken care of before it even gets there. Before it hits the ground, anyway. There we go. That'll be caged there. And let's go ahead. Let's see. I think we ought to put the ranger station stuff over there, because I think we're going to want to run it back. So we'll put the entrance to it right here. Alright. And then we'll see about getting in a carnivore feeder. I don't know. Right there looks good to me. And how about some water? Put some down right there. Yeah, it works. As long as it's kind of close to the viewing galleries. There we go. That's good for that. And we're going to need some giant herbivore feeders, or tall herbivore feeders, whatever you want to call them. Stick one down on each, and you know, we'll even throw down another carnivore feeder over here. Now, how's this looking for the Albertosaurus? I figure there'll probably be plenty regardless, yeah. Alright, but I do, like I said, I do want to do something like I did before. And just make it where we have a safe location to kind of release dinosaurs from the Hammond Center here. Did it connect? Yeah, it did. Okay, and then we will need to put a gate in. There we go. And probably get rid of some of these trees because they're really in the way. Back to the big one. There we go. Don't want any trees through this little area. Alright. That's good. Alright, so we got the baryonyx coming in next, so we're going to probably have to delay that one because there's no way we're getting this ready in time for it. Alright, well, maybe we won't have to delay. I think we got ourselves an exhibit really quickly here. Yeah, go ahead and drop it on in there. But we definitely got to go ahead and get some water in here because it's going to want a lot of water. I don't know what the deal is on the building constraints and stuff here, but probably once the dinosaur comes down, it'll let me do that. Huh. That's weird. So can I build it up from here? Weird.
Delivery has been completed.
Now it's kind of... Oh, I see. It's another one of those trees. I get what they're doing with this, but I don't really like it. It really kind of interferes with trying to get yourself an area here. Okay, that one's definitely going to have to wait because I haven't even got the berries exhibit set up yet. But as far as feeders go, let's put a pescivore one in there since it's a berry. There we go. We need to get a gate. That's not very straight, is it? Oh, well, that's whatever. We can always fix it later, I suppose. And then we all need to go ahead and... Actually, we probably need to check to make sure everything's good for that berry. Probably isn't. Yeah, I figured probably need at least a little bit of forest in there. I just didn't want it right there in front of the... Maybe throw a little bit over there, too. How's that looking for you? Looks good. Alright. Alright. I think that'll work for our Carnotaurus, hopefully. If not, I mean, we can always make it a little bit bigger. It's not particularly a hard thing to do for it. And there's our gate. We need to get some water and a feeder in. There's some water. And a feeder. Alright, and that's basically good to go. So, we've got our main enclosures pretty much set up. And that we can put in pretty much any dinosaurs that we need to. So, we're pretty well set for that. One thing we are going to need to do, though, is we're going to need to raise the times on these so we're not wasting food. I mean, there's one thing going on here is that we need money. Because if we got to pay a fee, well, that could be a problem for us. So, as far as these feeders, we're just going to raise these all the way up because there's only one carnivore in there for the time being. Yeah, and drop that on in there. Now, we need to go ahead and see about getting our ranger station set up. There we go. And I think I'm going to set it right around into this area. Because I want to be able to run backwards. And we'll just stick it there. That's good enough. Into this area, and we'll see about trying to get like our power plant and all that stuff back that way. So we're also going to need a ACU center, which I think I'll just stick it like this, and we'll go ahead and start running our path backwards.
Asset has been delivered.
There we go. Alright, and running up the path off of the ACU center. Terrific. And, oh, we can only build small power stations? Well, that sucks. And I guess I got kind of spoiled with the main campaign. Alright, well, in that case, I guess we'll just stick a small power station in right here.
Okay.
Got it.
The next batch of dinosaurs are inbound.
Great. Okay, so we got our brachy's coming in next, and then we'll be good to go. Alright. Terrific. Alright, and our brachy is coming in. Our second brachy, should I say, is now coming in. I went ahead and built another power plant just because this was pretty low. And I noticed you can get the fossil center, the the expedition center, all that stuff. So I figured we're gonna need all that. So I figured, you know what, we might as well go ahead and build another one. So we're gonna need more power anyway. And yeah, that should give us plenty for that. So I think once we get this one transported in, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the Apatosaurus coming in next, and then we'll see what goes from there.
So far, so good. Now to ensure our new arrivals are comfortable in their enclosures.
Alright, so I guess the next little part is we just got to make sure they're comfortable. I don't know why we haven't got the other Apatosaurs yet, but yeah, it wasn't really that hard to get this thing to do, so... Wait, do they got a comfort issue? Forest. Huh. But this one's fine. Why is this brachy fine, but this one isn't? That's weird. Well, not sure the reason why, but I guess I'll throw in a little bit more trees in there. I guess, there? Is that good? Okay, well, that did it. Yeah, I don't know why. That's kind of weird. Do they have, like, different thresholds? No, it looks the same. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because the trees are so spaced out in such a big, you know, enclosure that, I don't know, maybe that's the issue, but... Don't know if you need more trees, that's fine, whatever. As long as it solves the problem. But anyways, yeah, now I've got the Expedition Center, the Fossil Center, and the Research Center up. I just got to get a substation in for it, and then we'll pretty much be good to go. So, I don't know, just maybe throw it in right there. There we go. And we'll see if there's any kind of research or anything like that that I can do. Oh, yeah, plenty. A whole lot of research. Wow. Okay. Right, this is all the stuff that we basically had from a lot of the other things. Got it. So we basically almost have to do it all over from scratch from the main campaign, which I guess makes sense because they kind of have this one separate from it. So let's go take a look at the, wow, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we have as many options for dinosaurs, but it looks like we can go after the ones that we pretty much already had, as well as the T-Rex, because we did the one part. So you know what? I say screw it. Let's go for the T-Rex. Can't hurt to have another dinosaur in here. Alright, in the final few seconds. Yeah. Alright, that it? Okay. Wow. Unlocks a whole lot of stuff.
Because of us, the dinosaurs have a new home. Welcome to Sanctuary.
Well, well, well. Look at what you've done. Never a doubt in my mind.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah, I caught bull on that
I never
one.
doubted you'd fail. But I'm glad, obviously, that you didn't. Either way, I kind of feel like I was winning. So, color me surprised. And who doesn't like a surprise?
We don't like surprises.
Discovery, then. We like those, right?
Yes, discoveries. That's what we're about.
Alright, so mission 2. Research,
Our
incubate, and
priority on
release.
Sanctuary should be the dinosaurs first. Everything else is secondary.
Euplocephalus.
Part of that focus will be on the welfare of these animals, specifically
with a
their
rating of at
nutrition.
least 65. Got it.
Together, we are going to reintroduce them to prehistoric plant life.
All right. Well, I do believe that's a
New
dinosaur we don't
island
have
comes
yet,
new
so...
dinosaurs. Specifically, we are going to research and incubate a Euplocephalus. Start by getting fossil and
I don't know if I'll
genome
ever be able to pronounce that one
I see
right
you're looking to introduce
without
new
a little
dinosaurs to
practice.
Sanctuary. A Euplocephalus. There's a mouthful,
Euplocephalus.
huh?
God, that's a mouthful.
Fortunately, it looks like
Oh,
a
yeah.
herbivore, so
Yeah.
shouldn't be any of its mouth full of me, right?
Ah, okay. So, it's actual research, right? Yeah, so this is probably going to take a little while because I'm going to have to research it and everything else. So I've got the large power station being researched. I'll probably do the substation afterwards just because I think those are going to be incredibly useful. And, I mean, hey, we're fairly profitable, so not going to complain too much about that. But anyways, y'all, I'll bring it back, I guess, when... I don't know, I guess I get things prepared for the Euplocephalus. Alright, y'all. And I have a couple of Euplocephalus ready to go. I spent a bunch of time going to all the dig sites, doing a bunch of research, and I've made these guys way above what we actually need. So let's go ahead and release them and take a look at these, because this will be the first time we'll actually get to see them. So these guys are a bit kind of like an ankylosaur. Just doesn't quite seem to have quite as much bony protection, but yeah, they're pretty cool looking. I like it. And I ended up researching some other stuff as well.
Now make sure our new friend is comfortable in her enclosure.
To you know, change the skins and stuff a little bit as well, because, well, try to get the rating as high as we can. And let's go ahead and get the other one released. And yeah, I've built up, you know, another power plant and installed that. I've maxed out the ACU center. So we've got ourselves looking pretty good for right now. Let's go ahead and add the task of the other one. And I ended up making them a little exhibit over here right across from the baryonyx. Now, looking at their profile, they like a lot of forest, which I think we saw here. Okay, actually not as much as I would have anticipated, but hey, whatever, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get these guys moved over here to their more permanent exhibit. And we'll go from there and see what we got to do when after this little timer has counted down. Alright, paleobotany. Is used to give dinosaur species a more rich and authentic diet, improving their lifespan and dinosaur rating. Oh, cool, okay. So it can actually be really useful to use this as opposed to just a regular feeder, even though, you know, the regular feeder will work. Okay, anyways, research new types of plants and grow them in the greenhouse. Once a plant is fully grown, it can be stocked by a ranger team to any number of paleo feeders. Set each paleo feeder to stock the best plant combination for the dinosaurs in that enclosure. Each species has primary and secondary plant preferences, as well as plants that can be harmful to it. Alright.
We are going to provide our herbivores with some species of plants that were native to them during their first time on Earth.
Alright.
To do so, we need to start by building a greenhouse. Then, we research the plants and grow them.
Alrighty.
I hope you have a green thumb, because these plants will provide a more authentic diet for our herbivores. It's a branch of research called paleobotany, and it could possibly be the very breakthrough we've been looking for to best care for our animals.
Oh, so in addition to managing the lives of extinct creatures brought back from the dead, we're now gardeners too, right?
Wow. Okay, so this is not particularly cheap research to do, so we can go ahead and get on to it. I think it said horsetails, so wow. 650,000 just for that. And we've got a lot of different things we can add to it, so Yeah, this is rather interesting. Never, like I said, I've never actually played with anything to do with these DLCs, so this is all new to me. This is kind of interesting. So, yeah, we'll get this researched up and see where we go from there. Get ourselves a greenhouse put in. Alright, let's see. So, research for the greenhouse is ready to go. So, I'm not really sure where I should put this. I feel like I should probably leave a little bit, enough space in there anyway for a path. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fit there, but you know what? I think I'll stick it right here. It's kind of out of the way, and I think it's gonna probably be the best location for it, at least for now, until I can get more familiar with how it works. Z's contracted. That's not good. But that's one of the first things I researched was all the different diseases that can occur. So there's that. Now they haven't actually eaten anything yet, so hopefully this hurries up because we're gonna kind of need to get a feeder in there as soon as we can. All right, there's a research.
This is fantastic. We can now grow plants native to these herbivores. They can eat as they did millions of years ago. Once grown, you'll need to distribute these plants to a paleobotany feeder.
Okay, so we got horsetails, mosses, and pawpaw. So we haven't actually done. Wait, it said mosses and pawpaw, right? Yeah. So we still gotta research that one, and I don't even know what this is. That is additional plant bed. Well, you know, for now we'll just, well, actually, no, I don't want to do that because I ain't got a whole lot of money. So, we've got that. Oh, we might have to. Yeah, we're actually going to have to because we don't actually have enough space to grow all of them. So, let's go ahead and get that. And at least they already gave us the mosses, so let's go ahead then and get, whoa, oh wow. This is incredibly expensive, so it's going to take me probably a little while to be able to grow some of this stuff. Let's go ahead and get it going, I guess, but wow. I'll have to see about waiting to get some money together, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we now have all the different types of plants, and I went ahead and just stuck a regular feeder in there so that way they didn't starve in the meantime because it's so expensive. But yeah, let's go ahead and put a paleo feeder in now. See how this works out. Okay, it says requires setup. Alright, and I think it says you got to use a ranger team. So, how does this work? Let's see, grow desired plants, set the feeder's chosen plants, resupply the feeder with a ranger team. Okay, so we gotta, I guess, go to it, and, okay, I got you. Choose plants. Okay, there we go. And confirm it. Yeah. Alright, and then now we can use a ranger team. Just resupply? Right, gotcha. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and add a couple more ranger teams just for the hell of it. In the meantime. So, we'll wait for this to get stocked. Now, I'm kind of curious. The ranger team, where's it at? Wow, you're taking a really weird path, but... okay, sure. Whatever. Why not? So does it stop by the greenhouse first, or does it just go straight to the feeder? Okay, it looks like it goes straight to the feeder, so you don't actually have to worry about doing it that way. Dude? Seriously? Come on now. I know you can't be that stupid. Go around the building. I'll do it myself.
Now we
Wow,
have
it
the
still
plants,
costs
we
you
need
money.
to find the correct nutritional balance for each dinosaur. If we
Nope.
get it right, the
Nope.
results should speak for
Not hitting me.
themselves.
My
There we
second
go.
wife was big into the whole healthy lifestyle thing. Always getting me to eat some green food or other. Which
Yeah,
was
so let's go ahead
usually
and
disgusting.
take out the
And
regular
needless to say,
feeder.
our marriage didn't last long. The moral of my tale? Give the dinosaurs what they like to eat. Simple.
You
Hey.
did it. The
Yeah, so the
dinosaur seems
paleobotany
to have
went all the way
taken
up.
to her
All
new
right,
menu.
cool.
This opens up so many new possibilities. One in particular, a new dinosaur, another
Really?
herbivore, an Ouranosaurus.
Ah, okay.
Research and incubate this animal. She'll love these plants.
Alright, cool. So we've got to go ahead and research the Tyrannosaurus. So let's go on in here and get that going. And I'm assuming I'm going to have to probably dig up the fossils for it as well. So I'll probably be back in a little bit after I 100% its genome as well. There you are, and we've got our Tyrannosaurs ready. So let's go ahead and release them and take a look. Alright, so I think this is the rainforest skin, which actually looks really good on it, if I have to say myself.
Now keep both
Of course, like I said, I'm kind of a
dinosaurs
sucker for the
content
blue
and
color.
contained while we prepare for our next test.
Alright, and we're going to have to go ahead and release the other one really quick. And then we'll go ahead and trank them, and we're going to move them on over into the other exhibit. Yeah, I think this is like an arid pattern. So yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we need at least 2 of them to make them happy. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get them tranked and moved over. And then I'll bring out back and we'll figure out what's going to happen after this next part of the mission. Alright, and just a few more seconds here and it should be complete. There we go.
Okay,
Alright.
get this dinosaur, along with the Euoplocephalus, thriving, and it will act as our proof of concept for our paleobotanical research.
Alright, so ensure the Euoplocephalus and the Tyrannosaurus are satisfied with their paleo diets. Okay, different groups of dinosaurs prefer certain plants. Check an individual dinosaur's paleobotany info tab to find out its preferences. Consider the plants you choose for your greenhouse carefully. Satisfy multiple species. Alright. So, let's see here. Okay, so pawpaw is definitely not something we need in here. We need to get rid of the pawpaw. We also need to get rid of the mosses because it will not eat pawpaw or mosses. It's harmed by that. So that's one issue. And as for this, tree ferns and conifers. So we need to get rid of the pawpaw and mosses and replace it with tree ferns and conifers. Alright, so let's go on over here and replace that with the conifers because I've already researched these. Wow, that is incredibly expensive. Holy crap. Actually, wait. Hang on, we probably need to check the secondaries too, right? So... oh, this one can't have tree ferns or conifers. Or ginkgo. So... basically, we could put in horsetail. That's it, right? Just horsetail. I think is the way I'm looking at this. Yeah. Okay, we can put in rotten wood too. We put in rotten wood. We can put in horsetail, but I think that's about it. All right. So let's do that. Of course, then again, we've actually got to... yeah. Okay. Ranger team, let's go ahead and get them to replace this for now. But we're going to change over one of these to the rotten wood. since we're not able to actually use the conifers because one of them doesn't like that. So that'll give each of them, I think, one of their preferred types, right? They prefer the horsetail. Yep. And then they prefer the rotten wood. Right. And even though they want conifers, we can't give them conifers because they can't have conifers. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We can only put in 2 things into this particular feeder because they, well, can't get along with one another. So anyways, I guess once this comes together, we'll see how this works out, and hopefully it'll work out for us. But I'll bring it back. Alright, and we're down to the last few seconds here, and it should be complete for this objective. And alright, well, that's the the mission actually. Alright, so unlocked a whole bunch of new stuff.
This is what success feels like. Something meaningful. This is pioneering work. Just like bringing back the dinosaurs, these plant species now join the living.
Terrific. Here's what I want to know. Can humans consume these plants?
Why are you asking?
Well, you can't make friends with salad, believe me, but you can make money. An exciting new opportunity for our guests.
Try out the
Eat
diet
what
of the
dinos
dinosaurs.
eat.
Yeah,
Time,
exactly.
It's not raw goat or your slowest relative.
Well, I really can't argue with that. And Cabot, I don't want to.
Wow.
The last of the rescue dinosaurs are due to be arriving soon. We are so close to making Sanctuary everything it can be.
Hey.
The last dinosaurs are arriving. We've got to create the appropriate environments for them. Make them comfortable.
So when can we start treating our paleo curation business as a business? No harm in that. Said no one in this line of work ever.
Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Jurassic World Evolution. I think I'm going to probably spend a couple minutes here just going ahead and getting these apatosaurs in, but aside from that, I think I'm going to leave this one here. So anyways, guys, if you liked the video, be sure to pounce on that like button, and if you haven't already, join the pipe by subscribing below. Have a good day, everyone!